let me bring on board Sheshav Dharia, who's the Director, Lodha Green Digital Infrastructure and CEO of that entity, Extended Eastern Suburbs and Rental Assets. Also joining us is Irfan Razak, Chairman and Managing Director at Prestige Group this morning. Now, let me start off with you, Sheshav. Give us a sense to start off with the Q1, or rather the Union Budget 2026 has proposed a tax holiday for cloud providers until 2047. What's your view on this, as well as what demand are you expecting after this tax holiday announcement in the Union Budget?
I think it's truly fantastic news from the budget yesterday on data centers in India. The momentum in India was already quite strong over the last 12 to 18 months, based on the spurt in global demand as well as incentives at various state levels. So India is currently at about 1.5 gigawatts of data center power, expected to grow to about 6 to 7 gigawatts, about 4 to 5x by 2030, which is great. But when you think about it, the global demand moves from 100 gigawatts to 200 gigawatts. So we'll still be only about 3% of the global market. What's even more important, the second point, is this demand will require potentially $4 trillion of capital investment over the next 5 years. That is just significant. So what's going to happen is capital is going to go into countries, into locations where you have reliability and the lowest total cost of setting up a data center. And with this policy, India truly, in my view, has become amongst the lowest cost, total cost data center locations in the world. So fantastic news on our side. And I feel with this kind of incentive, the 6-7 gigawatts aspiration can probably move to 10 gigawatts by 2030. And at that point, we should be probably the third largest data center capacity in the world after the US and China.
Right. Let me welcome on board Mr. Razak as well in the conversation. Mr. Razak, morning. The budget has proposed a 15% safe harbor on costs for data center services provided by related entities. Tell me, for the kind of projects that you look at and the kind of scale that you operate at, to what extent rather does this reduce tax litigation risks for the industry as well, per se?
I think the data center policy now bringing in FDI investment, giving a tax holiday, and that too for some 45 years, is an amazing move. And like rightly said by my predecessor just now, it will really trigger up the data center setting up. We ourselves as a company have set up one as a GC, a data center. And just now we have the experience, and we have also signed an MOU with the Maharashtra government to set up data centers, along with, we are looking seriously at Vizag for that. And of course, in Bangalore and in Hyderabad. So I think with the capital coming in, that will make things that much more faster and easier, and it will just churn up the economy for this.
Sheshav, let me come back to you. You just signed a 1 lakh crore rupee MOU at Davos for a 2.5 gigawatt park. How much does this tax holiday till 2047 change in terms of your plans and your projects? And does it accelerate your deployment timeline?
I think the government, both the central and the state, have been very supportive on the data center rollout in India. A series of policies at even the state level were announced last year by the state of Maharashtra. So we already saw strong momentum. I think with this new tax holiday policy, I am sure our clients are going to look for even more rapid deployment and scale up in India. So on our end, in addition to providing powered land, we will also provide powered build-to-suit solutions for our clients looking for even faster, rapid execution. So yes, we will be there in every possible way to take advantage of these phenomenal incentives with rapid scale-up.
Right, understood. Mr. Razak, what kind of demand traction I wanted to understand? Is it that you're seeing from hyperscalers, from global cloud players right now, or even domestic enterprises for that matter, especially given that your mainstay is in an area where, which is really the birthplace of IT and IT services combined?
See, it's a question of infrastructure. Once the infrastructure is created, the demand will come, and there is an inherent demand. There's a need, and data centers has been a need, and that's why the government of India has recognized this need and has given this incentive to set up data centers, because the amount of capital that is required is huge. And this will actually accelerate the customers coming in. And I believe that it's a right move in the right direction at the right time. And I believe that that's a lot of things are best is to come on this.
And Sheshav, let me come back to you. How do you see data centers evolving within your overall real estate mix over the next 5 to 7 years? As maybe more land monetization picks up, is there a play with regard to long-term annuity in terms of a platform business?
It's a very interesting question. And for us, this business is going to become quite sizable. We are going to play on both fronts. One, continue on the powered land solution, where today we already have 2 clients in Amazon Web Services and Singapore Telecom who have bought powered land from us, and we will support them in their development of their data center campus. But equally, we are seeing a strong demand for build-to-suit powered solutions, where clients are looking for rapid execution, rapid deployment, and go live. So we will be also offering those services. So a combination of the 2 models will see us increasing the land monetization values significantly from where we already are, plus building a strong annuity income by providing powered build-to-suit solutions on a rental basis.
Right. Sheshav, great to have you today on the show. Mr. Razak, thanks for your time as always. Good to get in this clarity. We'll get into a longer discussion sometime soon. But let's wind it up then on this edition of The Market, the first day post the budget Sunday. We've done okay so far, but again, these are still, I would say, just the first lap of today's trade. Let's see how the rest of the day unfolds. For now, at least, we're latching on to the green. It's a goodbye then from Harsh and me.